receiving benefits. It can't be that bad. I mean, yeah, people can be so pretty much like Carlos sometimes, right? They can keep their mouth sealed, say, who are those who are collecting so that nobody will talk? Because you have to understand the difference between when government has a policy and individuals are doing charity. Government is not charity. Do you understand? Even though it's at the same time, it is also not a profit-making establishment, so to say. But at the same time, again, those who decide to make charity national policy, right? They must be able to give references and say, okay, that's like 30 million people. There is no way, like there's no way that you will not come and stumble on at least few people on your street. Because do you understand how many is 30 million? 30 million human beings. But because they know what they are doing, they are lying. Okay? What they usually do is they send money to their party members who have registered companies, and they serve as consultants. So the contract is going to be just the same thing, or more better you did. They pretended to have suspended her, but she never got punished for anything, right? What they usually do in that place is by contract. So if I know somebody, I can get a contract from that place. And that contract can be, they can say, okay, they'll say, do you have a company? And if I do, right, sandpaper, sandbag, Chop I Chop, Nigeria Limited. It's okay, go and bring the name. So once they award contracts for me, right, they may give me the contract for Kebbi, Sokoto, Yobe, like 3 states. Depends, okay? So that 3 states, they will now tell me, right, to say there is a template to, meaning they already have names that they are releasing money for. But the money will be released to you, all right? They have a name for them, or they have a name for them. Vendor. So I will be vendor. So the people of Kebbi, poor people in Kebbi, poor people in Sokoto, poor people in Yobe, they will send, Tinubu's people, they will send the money to me. That money can run into 10, 20, 30 billion naira. It can be that much for a whole year. So what they usually now do is, I would now, with my own team, okay, I would then say, we are reviewing the social register, working with the minister. All of that now, bobo, just to make it look like, sure you get. Meanwhile, what we are doing is to make sure that we have a complete, tattered, disjointed, sort of like documentation. But we don't need those anyway. So once they release the money, we can then say, me, Mayegun, I can just call Princess, call my other guy, Innocent, to be, and the guy that actually comes closer to that place, who can speak Hausa, Director Scott, Latu Aruno, we can tell her to come around. So all of us will be a team. This time, we are now the ones working for the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry. So you don't need to do much. All you have to do is just to come around, make sure you show face once in a while, maybe towards the end of the month when we share money. Now, this set of people can go to Kebbi, right, with a truck or 5 trucks, in fact, 10 trucks of rice or different grains, 10 trucks. Once they get to Kebbi, they will envelope 20,000 naira. They will gather people here and there, gather camera, pay people that they have to pay, ceremony. They will share money. They will share food. That is for the people of Kebbi. But when people of Kebbi realize later that what should have come to them, if it is judiciously used, right, could have been probably over 4 billion naira. Meanwhile, with 200 million or 300 million naira, they can do all those paparazzi, right? And the minister can go on TV and say, we have been helping the poor people. We have been supporting them. We have been making sure that In fact, so if you need evidence, their own evidence is pictures. That's the evidence. You want evidence. See, look at the people. They are so happy. They are carrying bag of rice. We gave them money. But they can go on TV and tell you about AI, satellite imaging, satellite mapping, all those things, where you ask them to give you evidence, credible, reliable evidence to cross-check and confirm. He said they send independent verifiers. So go and verify if they gave the money out. You should have referenced those verifiers. You get what I mean? For example, I can say, go and check the African Wahala auditor, international auditor. The report, they were among those people who are independent, who came to verify if we paid people through the banks and how many bank accounts did we open, in which, what bank. So you get, somebody can say, okay, we'll call Lady Charm auditors and what do you call it? Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say, Shaya? So you reference, you say, check this, go and ask these people. And those ones can say, yeah, this is what we found, truly. Independent. They don't reference anything. They just tell you, take it. You don't believe it, that's your own problem. You know? So, and if they use your BVN or used your phone number to discover that you are poor, there is no way in this world, 5.8 million to household or 30 million people, there's no way in this world that it won't be trending on Twitter and say, yeah, people where they beg for 5,000. Like somebody on my Egun's diary political, she will say, give me 5,000 and come and shag me. A lady. And I'm not sure even if she's a lady, by his own technique. Another person will tell you that their children, their daughter is about to die. Give me 5,000. Imagine, your BVN, your bank account, truly, there is no way you wouldn't have seen people who say, I just received a 25,000 from federal government. They say, but it is APC. You need to believe it. If you don't believe it, forget about it. Unfortunately, it's similar to what they are doing in Lagos today, right? In Lagos today, Tinubu is there to commission a road, right? A road that he inaugurated in 2023. And they said that construction didn't start until 2024. The road project valued at $12 billion for his own very good friend, his confidant, Shaguri. Anyway, it's meant to be a 700 kilometers road. But it's APC, they will commission that road every year. You see this one, they are even commissioning 30 kilometers in Lagos. They call it for phase 1. You know that the phase 1 itself is 47 kilometers. I mean, like, even if you want to really complete anything, they are giving themselves credit, by the way, because according to Devolumai, the projects or construction didn't really actually start until February 2024. So, meaning it took them 15 months to do 30 kilometers that they needed to actually commission, because it's a milestone. People said that it's fake. People said that it's not going to build anything. People said that they are saying that to themselves. So to prove to you that the coastal road is real, How many of you know that? Okay, maybe I should ask. I know we are not many tonight, but for those of you who are here, and those of you who are actually in Nigeria, watching from Nigeria, please help me, right? Is the second Niger bridge open to traffic now? Let me go and read my comments, right? Is the second Niger bridge, the one that Bokwari commissioned twice, has completed. Then they shot it, after commissioning, they shot it twice. Except I think they opened it up on, I think it was on one Christmas. Was it last Christmas or 2 Christmas ago? Please help me. Are you using the second Niger bridge right now? Yeah, Onitsha overhead. Is that what you call it? Okay. from my own last finding, don't worry, from my last finding, right? The projects remained uncompleted, right? Because the project from the onset, before Bokwari reviewed it to what it is, right? The project included dredging the second Niger, the Niger, that river Niger, dredging it. Dredging means to dig and dig enough that when the water filled up, it can actually take bigger vessels. Then the bridge, the new bridge that will be over it, was supposed to be very tall, so as to allow any massive commercial vessels to pass under, right? And it was supposed to be very tall, and at the same time, there was supposed to be a train track in the middle of it. So the intention, according to people who said who put it together, good luck in Billy Jolantan. There was supposed to be a train that will run through it, and it's going to run down the west, while the same train from that bridge will run through Onitsha, straight to Owerri, Imo, all those, like the Atlant, all straight down to the creek. But the Owerri didn't do it enough that it was there to commission billboard, as well as the turning of the sword before Bokwari came in. So when Bokwari came in, since there's no real construction per se, Bokwari first of all canceled the project. After canceling it, after like a year or two, then they decided that, okay, they will do it because Jolantan has paid the own side, Nigerians a counterpart, part of that, right? He's already paid nearly 100% of what Nigeria should pay to their partner building that, because it was supposed to be like a PPP, public-private partnership. So Bokwari said, well, he can no longer ask them to refund. So he now demanded, right, for no addition, nothing will be paid extra and all that, right? So they had to redesign. In the new design, dredging of the Niger River was completely removed. Building a very tall, bridge, a flyover rather, right? That will also include the train track, was also reduced in size. The train track, was removed, right? Then we were supposed to construct, right, a dual carriageway from the tip, from the Onitsha end. They were supposed to construct dual carriageway from there all the way to Owerri in Imo State. While on the side of, the other side here, where you have a Delta, Edo, and other, right? So they were supposed to also construct another maybe 10, 15 kilometers to now go on and link that to to the main expressway that you're coming from, that Delta, what's it called? You get what I'm saying? What's the design? Bokwari redesigned all of that. So they completed the bridge, right? They commissioned it like Bokwari as well. And then they shut it because the connecting roads have not been completed. So I wouldn't mind if you remind me, to those of you who actually apply the route all the time, are you still using the old one? Or you started using, because I wouldn't mind an update too, right? They are not doing much about that for now. I don't think so. However, you see this coastal road, this is going to be the first commissioning. There will be second, there will be third, there will be fourth, there will be fifth. And at the end of the day, if they manage to get to, okay, now here is another deceit. They believe that the project is in phases, so that for people who don't believe that they have the intention of completing it, time on it, time in itself is going to make it a very, very sort of like long project, right? And then the corruption, which is the bedrock of the entire idea in the first place, will also make it almost impossible for them to do. But however, to perfect their scam, okay, they have told the people, they said they've started in section of Calabar. They are doing 13-kilometer Calabar to Kineko Junction, right? And then they want to do from Lagos to Ondo Junction. Now, to do that, that is going to be, I think that's going to be like about 47 kilometers. Do you get that now? No, I think it's more than that. I don't even know. Like, the whole scam is not so straightforward. But however, just so you know the kind of people you are dealing with, okay? In Lagos today, a lot happened. Last night, iTech, which is the Tinubu Shaguri business, right? They uploaded the video to show to everyone the state of the coastal road. So the coastal road initially was supposed to be a 10-lane road with a train track in the middle of it, 18 bridges, and the shortest among the bridges, because they have to build 18 bridges over islands. You understand an island, right? Yeah, those are those small, that will look smaller mountainous hill in the middle of the ocean or in the middle of the sea, like that. So that those are the islands. So we have to build, you know, that third mainland bridge in Lagos, that 13 kilometers or so third mainland bridge. It's like they will need to build like you know, 30 of that. You understand? Yeah, building like a 30, because the reason is that there are some of them that are like stretch. And the easiest part of the entire project itself is this Lagos part. So that's why some people believe that if this pace is how they are going, they don't have any plan of actually running it. And somehow they are already proving that right. So from 10-lane road, they have reduced it to 6. People who lost their properties and all of that, their land and all that in that area, it's like they are fair game to Devulumai. So it's now 3-lane, 3-lane, instead of 5 lanes and 5 lanes, right? So 30 kilometers, I mean, out of 47, phase 1. And they said that phase 2 is already ongoing because they kind of want to get to Ondo. There are some of us who predicted that the only likely completed section before Tinubu will finally hang the boots, right, would be to get to Ondo State. If they manage to get to Edo, you have to give them a bill. You get what I mean now? So a lot of conspiracy have been developed. You know, they're doing this to open up the Lekki Free Trade Zone, Lekki Seaport, Atlantic City in Lagos, and that's the intention. Put a toll gate on it because they are going to put a toll on 30-kilometer road right now. They're going to put a toll on it, toll gates. So and who are those who are going to go through that route? Other than those who are going to the Atlantic City, Jakonde Estate, from Jakonde Estate, Atlantics, you know, going on like, let me show you anyway how it went or what happened in Lagos from last night to today. And when Kolu was entering as well, there seems to be a bit of, snobbing that some people notice. Maybe you will notice it too, right? Kolu, Akwabiole, Confessor Soyinka, so many others were there. So Sonwoiku, as well as Diri from Bayelsa, and a few other governors who were there. And Kolu, while walking into the makeshift tent they built for the ceremony, right, was greeting everyone. And then, I don't know, maybe nothing. Because right now, the social media is pretty, it's like, on fire because of that. So let me show you this from where they had the commissioning of the coastal road.